offshore tomorrow morning. A few hours. I've been up just getting everything ready. The kayak has been set up for Chakaloski, and everything has had to get reset. My little storage tow, the way that the kayak's laid out, everything. I'm just gonna do a quick video on what I do as I prepare for an offshore trip. I don't know if this might help somebody. We're just gonna get to it. I'm gonna just start from the front of the kayak, work my way to the back. I have my fish bag tied onto these eyelets with these little gear ties. Easy on and off. I mean, I put this little reflective tape. I really should have put more. I'm surprised it's even hung on. So I'm definitely gonna continue to add more of those strips. Usually what I do the night before is I will have 3 or 4 bags of ice from my freezer set up, throw them in there in the morning, take off. Moving back, this is where my GoPro boomstick would typically be. I have my Garmin Echo Map. This is a great unit. Obviously the wires that run through. Here's where I will typically keep my 3 little yellow plain old waterproof boxes. One is set up with just hooks and my bridles. One is set, this one I usually keep like plugs and spoons in case I run into mackerel, bonita, even dolphin, something I can grab these lures quick, tie onto a spinner and cast. And here, I don't even know what's in this one, honestly. I think I got, I don't even think I'm running this box. I used to just keep jigs in there, vertical jigs, but I'm going to be taking slow pitch jigs in a bigger box. Doesn't really fit there, so that'll be stored somewhere else. I have my tub. I'll open this whole thing up. I got some straps in case I need to tie my rods to the handle if I'm gonna be in rough water. Got my leader, 20, 30. I'm a believer in light leader and patient fighting. I got some balloons for flat lines. I got my do-it-yourself keeled weights for slow trolling and avoiding my baits from helicoptering and creating a big old dreadlock as I bring it up or drop it down. It sucks because a lot of times without this, and you'll drop this lead down, and as it's going, that bait is spinning and spinning and spinning, braiding up that line, and here you are pedaling for an hour wondering why you didn't get a bite, and nothing's gonna bite it, and your bait's gonna die, and sometimes gogs are hard to come by. I got my rubber bands to tie on my weights to my line. I got a chum bag. I'm not buying chum, but it's there. Most important thing here, good sabiki rigs for those gogs. Let's say the gogs aren't there, you have pilchard rigs, you know, smaller hooks. I have extra circle hooks, spare flashlight. Those love to break more. Don't go out there with just one sabiki rig for these gogs, because sometimes these things can tangle up. You don't want to be, cursing up a storm because you only had one and deal with that knot. Of course, the AC would turn on. Some spare stinger rigs in case I run out of mine. I like making my own. I trust mine, but sometimes I run out. And if I run out of stinger rigs, that means I'm having a really good day. This tub, I want to get the square one from the newer models. Maybe I will. This thing doesn't even lock no more. I gotta judo chop this thing for it to sit flat. I gotta put oil. Obviously my chair. I added the knob to this kayak to steer easier. I got my paddle leash tied on with a little gear tie. I'm tying it here for the ride, but that goes to the paddle. I've got a cozy that fits in here, and this is where I keep obviously my water bottle. This will help it keep a little bit cooler, just a little bit longer, because cold water is crucial out there. This orange stick is my flag that goes on my rocket launcher rod holder. I have my ties These are to tie the rods to my kayak. I have my live well. Don't forget your bait net. Don't forget the little plastic piece that's there and the little holes that's underneath. I have my sea tug with sand track wheels, especially in places like Pompano where it's an extremely long sandy walk. Your back will give out on you before you even get to the water. Now my rocket launcher also, I have these rod holders set to about 30 to 40 degrees from my kayak. It gives me a bigger spread than just sticking them here. However, by putting my reels up here, if you pay attention, creates a little bit of top weight. If I am expecting the water to be a little bumpy, I will not use this thing because I don't want all that weight up here. I would just stick them back here. But if it's nice and flat, I just like them here. It's easier access for me than reaching all the way back. I don't know. I like it, especially the trolling angle. What I'm considering doing is, instead of doing the rocket launcher, I'm just going to do the same angle here and just bring a pipe around this way just so I can have that angle. Maybe do two. Like the Flying Fish TV, his channel is awesome. I kind of looked at his idea and did it the way I liked it for myself. I have my battery in here for the live well. It's not connected. I eliminated the switch. There's usually a switch here. It popped in and out. That thing always broke. I went through 3 of them, and what I ended up doing, I hardwired it. So once I plug the harness to the battery, my pump is going, and I've never had this battery die on me on a day on the water. I fished up to 8 to 10 hours, never died. So if it can make it through that, fine. I don't want to deal with a switch that might screw up my whole day. Back hatch, I have my battery power for my Garmin way up there. I don't have a battery tray. I just took a regular liner. When I bought this kayak, I was given extra ones. I drilled some holes. Can't really see them. There's some holes drilled in case this gets any water, drains right back out. You know, ghetto but effective. It works. I don't care. I have the trolley rig, which I don't really like to anchor in the ocean. I might throw a sea anchor once in a while, and I'm not even gonna bother. The less stuff I take, the better. And obviously your twist and stow rudder. And that's the rundown of what I'm taking. Things that aren't here that I have inside still, my 4 rods. I take a slow pitch jigging rod. I take a spinner rod. I take a conventional heavier rod for dropping big baits down. And I have another rod. It can be a spinner, or I'm going to go with a conventional this particular trip for trolling on top. So I'm trolling on top. I have my trolling on the bottom. I have my spinner for plugs and sabiking. And then I have my slow pitch rod. I'm going to be using my Gravitate, the G2, tagged along with my Tsunami Forged 10. I just love that combo. I'm not even going to bother with the Levitate and the Accurate 500, the BV 500. I'm not planning on fishing anything deeper than 200 to 250. If I do push out to 300, I'll still use my G2. I really don't think I'm going to be jigging for it. I'm going to wait until spring when the tuna spring run is coming. Then I'll start pushing out 4, maybe 500 feet. And then I'll probably start breaking out that level 3 rod from Temple Reef. Anyway, what else is not here? My gaff. And right here is a pole. This is where I keep my flag. It's like 7 feet in the air. Once it's in here, you want to be as visible as possible. It might be overkill. My gaff, I usually lay my gaff right along here, where I keep the butt of it like right in this area. So when it's time to grab it, it's handy. I can grab it and do what I gotta do. Obviously, my pedals, I keep those inside. What else is in here? I wear my gloves. Always when you're going offshore, anytime you're fishing, period, please protect yourself from the sun. Wear your long pants. I wear shorts with leggings, long sleeve shirt. Protect your neck. Wear a gator. Wear a hat. I wear a gator top on my head and on my neck because of my GoPro. I really wish I could just wear a hat and whatever. I mean, it's not much. It's no contender like this one. You know, it's no contender. But I just don't want to deal with the hassle of owning a boat. I'm okay with this for right now. As my daughter gets older, I'm gonna get a boat eventually. I'm still not gonna give up my kayak because I love this hobby. But I thought I could just make the video for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know, and good luck out there.